party hop. But the thing is, the whole society will be detrimented and will have to change their policies.
Now you see, the whole society changes their policy, but if the whole society changes their policy, how do they voice it out? The by-election. And where's the by-election from? Our team, not theirs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the second speaker. Now, she kept on bringing up how they're not standing for the promises and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, let's start with Cigi. Cigi was always against ISA. He has never understood it. He called it a Cigi concept. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when he joined UMNO, his reason was to get into power and to change it, not to simply blindly follow and get power. And what he did when he left the party was condemn the actions of, especially UMNO, very sorry, but especially UMNO, for calling him a traitor to Malay society, for calling him a traitor to Islam, for denouncing the ISA. It's not always when people simply people don't just join parties and work on their promises, they work on implementation as well. If they can't implement it in this party, they move to the next and they try to make a difference. Again, same thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Now, she also said air coverage is expensive, and all these things like a by-election is expensive. But ladies and gentlemen, let's be very honest. Which is more important? A by-election being expensive, or the fact that every citizen, every one of you here in this room has your say as to who rules you, who decides what happens to you? Isn't this more important? Her petty excuse for cost is simply too small. It's tiny. It's be a problem to our case. Now, she also kept on, the other two speakers, second and third, kept on harping that the party system is a problem. And yes, this is an idea that everybody seems to think is correct. And since the party system is a problem, why is party hopping allowed? You aren't solving the problem by saying that the party system is a problem and then banning party hopping. Now, moving on to the third speaker. Now, the third speaker kept on saying how they had discussions and all these things so that they commonly decide that this is what they want to do. But I've pointed out that the entire stand of MCA is just to support Mr. Najib up there. Now, they have not voiced out their own say. They have all the ministers in MCA have not said, I really support Mr. Najib and I really think that we should go for his idea. None of them say that. It's just part of the entire propaganda to win the election.
So when you've already been elected, or if you run for that certain political party, it means you've already consented that you want to run under that party and be under that party itself.
Now, ma'am, I've explained that number one, it's a point of implementation. Number two, there are certain tipping points when the party in itself has done something which you cannot agree with. Then you change your party. And that is perfectly fine with all of us because it's made by a rational decision. Now, it's also a contradiction when they keep on bringing up the party system is a flaw, but they ban party hopping. They do not solve the problem at all because they force people to stay in their parties and then they say the party system is a problem. How does this work at all? It simply does not make sense. Let's be logical here. Now, moving on to one more final thing that they have said. Now, their entire stand on banning party hopping, the whole idea is that party hopping is entirely bad. But as we have highlighted time again, it is the right of every individual to decide where he wants to go politically, and that by-elections are the true representation of what the people believe in. Do you still support this person? Do you still support this party? Whatever it is, that's your choice because you've got a by-election to voice your opinion. They don't have a by-election, all they've got is a ban. In fact, this does not even increase the transparency of the government as they try to claim. Because as since we do not have a ban, we are allowing you, we are letting you see the exact faces of your minister. Because when they have gone into power and then they choose to change, that is showing you the exact idea that it stands for. What is it that's wrong with this party eternally? Time's up. So, with all that I've said, I believe that the government team simply has not solved much of the problem. They have not solved the issue of party hopping. They have not solved any of the issues that are related to the entire political system of Malaysia. If you are Malaysians, you will understand that democracy is so important for us. And and that we have moved forward because it has stayed in its most upright and undefiled position. And if you want to move forward some more, sway with us.